If you think of a camper, you probably picture a big RV or a rugged van. But what if I told you that someone created a fully functional camper on a tricycle? Sounds crazy, right? Well, that's exactly what artist and designer Kevin Cyr did. His camper tricycle is a one-of-a-kind mobile home that blends art, practicality, and a touch of madness. This isn't just some experimental sketch or a digital concept, it's real. A fully built, pedal-mannered camper that you can actually ride. It might look small, but this tiny house on 3 wheels is packed with creativity and surprises. Let's take a deep dive into the Kevin Cyr Camper Tricycle and explore why it's such a fascinating invention. First off, let's talk about the design. At first glance, it looks like a regular cargo tricycle, the kind you'd see in bustling cities carrying deliveries. But instead of a cargo box or a passenger seat, it has a miniature camper mounted on the back. The camper itself is a compact, boxy structure, reminiscent of old-school campers from the 70s, but shrunk down to fit on a bike frame. It has windows, a door, and even a little roof vent, making it look just like a real camper, only way, way smaller. The whole thing is designed to be pedaled around, meaning no gas, no emissions, and complete freedom to roam wherever your legs can take you. Imagine cycling into a park, pulling over, and instantly having your own tiny home on wheels. It's kind of like the ultimate minimalist lifestyle. But why would anyone build something like this? Well, Kevin Cyr is known for his love of unconventional vehicles. He's an artist who explores themes of mobility, self-sufficiency, and urban life. The camper tricycle isn't just a quirky invention, it's a statement. It challenges the idea of what a home can be. In a world where housing is expensive, cities are overcrowded, and people are constantly on the move, this tiny camper offers a radical alternative. Think about it, in some cities, rent prices are through the roof. What if you could live in a camper like this, completely off-grid and never worry about rent again? It might not be the most spacious living arrangement, but it's definitely unique. Now let's talk about what's inside. You might be wondering, is it actually livable? Well, surprisingly, yes. The inside of the camper tricycle is small but functional. There's just enough space for one person to sit, sleep, and store a few essentials. The interior is basic, no fancy kitchen or bathroom. But it provides a shelter that's mobile and practical. Picture this, you've been pedaling around all day and now it's time to rest. You pull over, hop inside, and close the door behind you. Suddenly, the city noise fades and you have your own private space. It's not a 5-star hotel, but it's home, in a way. One of the most interesting aspects of the camper tricycle is how it makes you rethink travel. Most people associate road trips with cars or motorcycles, but this takes things to an entirely new level. It's slow, sure, but that's part of the charm. You're not rushing from place to place, instead you're fully immersed in the journey. Every pedal stroke takes you somewhere new, and you don't need a single drop of fuel to get there. But let's be real, this isn't the most practical camper in the world. It's not built for long distances or rough terrains. Hills, yeah, those might be a challenge. Strong winds, you're gonna feel them. But that's not the point. The camper tricycle isn't trying to be a mainstream product. It's a work of art, a social experiment, and a symbol of alternative living. That's what makes Kevin Cyr's work so fascinating. He's not just building things for the sake of utility, he's questioning the way we live and move. In a world where everything is about speed and efficiency, this camper forces you to slow down and embrace simplicity. Now, imagine if this concept was adapted for modern urban life. What if cities had designated safe spaces for mobile campers like this? What if people actually started living in pedal-magnered micro-homes? It might sound far-fetched, but with the rise of minimalist living, tiny homes, and eco-friendly solutions, who knows? Maybe Kevin Cyr's camper tricycle is a glimpse into the future of urban nomadism. Of course, this design also brings up a bigger question. How much space do we really need? Society tells us that bigger is better. Bigger homes, bigger cars, bigger everything. But when you strip things down to the essentials, you realize that a home doesn't have to be massive to be meaningful. The camper tricycle may be tiny, but it represents a big idea: the freedom to move, to explore, and to live on your own terms. It's not about luxury, it's about independence. And in a world where we're constantly tied down by responsibilities, bills, and expectations, that's a pretty powerful message. So, could you see yourself living in something like this? Maybe not full-time, but imagine taking it on a weekend adventure, pedaling to a quiet lakeside spot, setting up camp, and enjoying the simplicity of life on the road. No need for gas stations, no need for hotels, just you, your bike, and the open road. At the end of the day, the Kevin Cyr Camper Tricycle isn't just a quirky invention. It's a conversation starter. It challenges norms, inspires creativity, and reminds us that sometimes the best ideas come in the smallest packages. Whether you see it as a brilliant design or just a fun experiment, one thing is for sure: it makes you think. And in a world that's always racing ahead, sometimes it's nice to slow down and appreciate the ride. Let me know what you think. Would you ever try living in a camper tricycle even for a day? Drop a comment below and don't forget to like and subscribe for more unique and fascinating stories. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.